Hello. Are you looking to make some money in real estate? I get this question all the time, not only from people who are interested in getting their real estate license, but also investors who are looking to make money in real estate. So let's talk about it today on our Evolve Mastermind series. I'm Ben Laube. I'm thrilled to have you today. I'm the team leader of the Ben Laube Homes team, and we work with investors, and we also help people get their real estate license if they're looking to get into real estate and unlock the power of what you can do with a real estate license. So today I'm going to talk about two different thresholds here. One is what you can do with your real estate license and why you should consider getting it. First, let's go over what you shouldn't do, reasons you shouldn't get a real estate license. One, if you are looking for some easy money and you just want to open some doors and cash some checks, that is not the motivating reason you should get your real estate license. And I think it's a common misconception that a lot of consumers or non-licensed individuals have about realtors. Us who are professional real estate agents, we don't just do the bare minimum when we're opening up doors and cashing checks. In fact, that doesn't even happen on a daily basis. What we are doing is problem solving for our customers, educating our customers through the real estate process, helping them locate and secure financing, helping them identify and do the due diligence for the property that they're either buying, or helping them sell the property at top market value. So you have to love real estate. You have to love that topic. But what a lot of people don't know or don't consider is that when you think about a real estate license, you may think about residential real estate. And there's so many other opportunities that you could become a part of or get into with your real estate license that's outside of residential real estate. And that is very commonly overlooked. So let's talk about those opportunities. And think of it this way, right? If you're talking about the real estate industry, a lot of people think there's two verticals: residential and commercial. But in reality, on the commercial side, there's about 5 or more different verticals, because commercial agents also will specialize in different vertical sets. What I mean by a vertical is a lot of commercial agents may specialize in retail, whether it's tenant representation or landlord representation. Some may specialize in office buildings, whether it's office development, building development towers, managing development towers, or commercial property management. And some will also specialize in hotels. And each of these verticals, and a fourth great one is real estate development, commercial real estate development. Each of these verticals is such a large category of real estate that it takes a different skill set, and it takes a whole different vocabulary to work across these different verticals. And those are all very different than residential real estate. But what you should know is that a real estate license is really the key to open the door to that room with all these other potential hallways that you can walk down and explore to make money and expand your business. Now, that is the power of getting your real estate license and the impact that you can have. But a lot of people don't also realize that there's ways to invest in real estate and participate in real estate without your real estate license, right? You don't have to have a real estate license to be an investor, but you'll probably be a more educated investor if you start out by getting it. In real estate, on the residential side with our license, we can either focus on property management, and on the residential side, we can focus on real estate transactions. So representing buyers and sellers through the process. On the investing side, which some people have a license and some people don't, as an investor, you can focus on jumping into short-term rental investments like vacation homes. All those properties around Disney World are very popular here for tourists to come and stay, and those Airbnbs listings. Those are all the short-term rentals and vacation home properties. But also think about the long-term rentals as well. Long-term rentals provide the value of growing consistent equity and consistent growth over time. And what you need to remember is if you want to be wealthy, a lot of wealthy individuals, the super high wealthy individuals, all invest in real estate. Why do they do that? Because of appreciation of values over the long time. There's tangible asset, right? There is a piece of property, whether it's a land, a house, land in a building, right? It is a tangible asset, right? That will typically never go away. And you can depreciate that asset, which is a huge tax benefit for the ultra wealthy. Or in reality, it's a huge tax benefit to anyone who invests in real estate. So these individuals, to get to that next level of wealth, you should consider investing in real estate and buying your home that you live in. This place that I'm standing in, my home is not a real estate asset. Why? It is not producing income. It is taking income every month when I pay that mortgage payment, right? So consider to buy real estate outside of your home asset, whether it's another home, long-term rental, another short-term rental, or if you got a lot of cash sitting, go for a commercial property. Fun fact, you could actually buy or be a part of an investor group to put money in toward buying something like a Walgreens or a commercial retail spot, like which ones were we seeing? A CVS. Permanent buildings that are going to be leasing, the land and that structure from you for 20, 30 years. That takes some big bucks to get started. But once you're at that level, those are the type of investments that you can really change your life. So when it comes to getting your real estate license, a lot of misconceptions that I want to run through is really the day-to-day job. Like I said before, you're going to want to make sure that if you want to become a real estate agent, you don't necessarily have to choose which of those paths I mentioned earlier that you're going to embark on. You've got to get your license first. That's step one. And your licensing requirements can vary from state to state. The licensing requirements for Florida are very different than the licensing requirements for California. And the reason for that is real estate law is very different from state to state. So first, get your license. You're probably going to have to do a background check. You're probably going to have to do some fingerprinting. You're going to have to take a 60+ hour course, finish a course exam, sit for a state exam. And most people also often ask, how long does it take? Well, in Florida, I've seen people get their license as fast as a month. I would say most people probably take 6 months or more. When I first got my license, it was a doozy. I started that course in June of 2000. What year was that? 14. And I was doing a self-paced study exam. Worst idea ever, because I learned better in classrooms. Didn't find that out until that class. And so it took me 8 months to get through that course. Sat for my real estate license exam in February 2015, got my license. And then actually at that point in time, I was like, what the hell do I do next? Where do I go? This real estate license course taught me about real estate law and about property tax prorations, which I didn't even understand how it affected a real estate transaction yet. So then it was about, after getting the license out of the way, really finding a mentor, a team, and a group that could really educate me about that day-to-day business of being a realtor, right? And building those relationships. So if you're trying to think about if a real estate license is the route you should go and potentially becoming an entrepreneur and making as much money as you want when you actually commit and put the time in, you should consider, what are you gravitated to? Do you like the investing side? Are you a numbers cruncher and you like spreadsheets and you want to focus on the return? Are you enamored by commercial real estate, large buildings, curious when you walk into an office building or a retail commerce plaza, how it's managed, how the repairs are done? Or have you had bad experiences with property management companies and you're determined that you want to be a property manager or a landlord, providing a wonderful resource for potential tenants, and you want to go into property management? Or do you love relationships and you want to help people make the biggest financial purchase of their life and be on the residential sales side of everything? There's so many routes that you can go once you get your real estate license, and so many different ways to produce income. And that's why when you're thinking about it, of being a realtor, you should make sure that you don't think of this as a job. This is not a job that you clock in and you clock out of. This is your own business, because you are the manager of what you do with your time and how you build your relationships and how you learn. And you go, like, if a lot of people come from a corporate job or an hourly job, and they kind of get like a little frazzled in the beginning because they're like, what do I do? I don't have, a place that I'm going to necessarily, or maybe I have a real estate office that I'm going to, but no one's telling me what to do next, right? So think about that. You're going to go from being an employee to a business owner. And the most successful real estate professionals always think of their business or their real estate career as a business, right? How can I grow my business? There's so many facets to that and so many different routes you can go. So I employ and empower you, if you're considering getting into real estate, whether it's on the investing side or you're thinking about getting your license, don't hesitate. Do it. What's the harm? A license exam nowadays, or actually getting your real estate license, is a few $100, a whole ton of knowledge, and you can learn so much more. Even if you don't go forward with actually utilizing it as a career, you can learn so much more that you didn't know, or that you may not learn from your current career or your current situation. But if you want to learn more about real estate or empowering other people by investing, don't hesitate to reach out to us. I want to talk more about this on our Evolve Mastermind series, because this series is all about how you can be successful in real estate, whether you're an existing agent or you're a new agent or someone who wants to become an agent. I want to empower you to grow to the next level, invest in your career, invest in your life, and really set goals to expand beyond what you could ever think was possible. So thanks again for tuning in. I hope you found this information valuable. Please share some comments if you're thinking about getting into real estate, or you've tried, or you are. Tell me about your journey through the process and in the comments below. Share this video with your fellow agents. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell to stay updated on all our future episodes. Thanks again for tuning in to the Evolve Masterminds.